Hello, hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is crybabylilixo, and today we will be talking about the disaster that was the first Bratz and Mean Girls drop, which was Cady Heron. And I say disaster not to be overdramatic, but it was a complete disaster, to be honest. And unfortunately, I was unable to get a doll, my bestie Miss House of Dolls was unable to get a doll, and a lot of people we know and other collectors weren't able to get a doll, and it's just very sad. Like, the doll sold out within max 3 minutes, and it was crazy. So I have some things that I want to say, and I want to know if you guys have had the same experience, so I said why not just make a video on it, because it's important to talk about these things, and, you know, we discuss it and stuff. So yeah. Also, I know I look a bit different today. I have blue eyeshadow on and my eyes are done differently. I filmed another video for you guys that will be coming out, I believe, next week or the week after. It has to do with something Begoth related, so that'll be for the time when it's out. But yeah, let's discuss the disaster that was today, October 3rd. So today, October 3rd, 2024, the first Mean Girls and Bratz drop happened, and it was Cady Heron, and it was bad. It was bad. So in the US and Canada and other countries, I think besides Europe, I believe, we were told that we had to get the dolls from Bratz.com, right? So first of all, nothing was prepared. You weren't able to have your address put in before if you were from, let's say, Canada. It only says the US and Costa Rica. Everything was a mess. The website was glitchy. And like, it was just a really bad drop, and I'm sick and I'm tired of these doll companies, not just MGA, but it's Mattel too. I am sick and tired of these doll companies having us stress over these dolls and saying, oh, they're limited drops, but then all the dolls end up going to scalpers and resellers. And it's disgusting. It is. It's disgusting. And I'm very upset about it. I know a lot of people who are upset about it because we were robbed. We were robbed. So the drop happened at 11 a.m. Eastern time. I think it was 8 a.m. PST. I don't know, I can't remember, but for us here in Canada, it was 11 a.m. So I was ready, I was on my computer, refreshing the page. First of all, I was on the Mean Girls page, and the doll didn't even come up on the Mean Girls page. You had to go to Shop All, which was very unhelpful because I don't understand why it wouldn't be on the Mean Girls page, you know? So I lost a little bit of time with that. Then I tried to check out. I had to re-put in my information because it said, oh, you have to check out as a guest because you're in Canada, which is BS, okay? It's BS, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. And by the time I was done filling out my information, the doll had sold out. And I'm very upset about it. I am. As you can tell, I'm very upset about it. And a lot of people are upset about it, like I said. It's not fair. And you know what makes me really upset about this is that people who run the social media page are acting like, very like, oh, if you didn't get it, then you didn't get it. Not our problem. Like, what? This is a brand. You are representing a brand, and this is how you respond to people? So somebody had asked if the dolls would be restocked, right? Because there was a thing that said, join waitlist. So I did that, of course. And then somebody asked on the Bratz Instagram if they would be restocked. And then Bratz, whoever runs their social media page, was like, no, bestie, but you can still buy the Regina and the Karen and Gretchen collab. And they wouldn't even answer people. Like, no, you can buy the next collab, you can buy the next collab. I don't understand where this attitude comes from, and I'm not trying to be over dramatic, guys, okay? But as somebody who is a longtime Bratz fan and collector, that's disgusting. Like, the way that the people are acting is disgusting. Like, so many people missed out on this drop, not because of their faults, but it's because of Bratz's fault, and it's because of the people who run things. Because there were glitches, there was a lack of preparation, there was a lack of clarification, and there was a lack of basically everything, okay? And I'm pissed off. I am. I'm genuinely pissed off to my core. The whole day today, my vibe was killed by this. And what I don't understand, and what makes me very upset, and other people have said the same thing, why is Kylie Jenner getting 3 dolls plus minis based on her when nobody asked for them? Nobody asked for them, and they're still there a year later. Now all these dolls are on sale. Are they mad that Kylie's dolls didn't do well? We don't care. We didn't ask for them. Now that you're doing a Mean Girls collab, you have to make it so limited that people can't even get them, and they go all to the resellers. Do you know that the resellers are already charging $400 plus on this doll? On this Cady Heron doll. I've seen the highest go to $2,000, and somebody actually bought her for $2,000. Is that not insane to you? We as doll collectors have to panic every single time a doll drops, whether that's from Bratz, whether it's from Mattel, whether it's a Skeletor from Monster High, whether it's anything, okay? Because this is what happens. Nobody is doing anything to fix the reseller problem. And all the dolls that are meant to go to the real fans get sold off to the resellers who sell them and overcharge them for crazy amounts of money. And I'm sick of it. I am. And the attitude that Bratz has towards their fans about this, acting like, oh no bestie, oh this bestie, oh that bestie, don't worry bestie, there's the other collabs. It's disgusting, like I said. I don't like it. It's tacky and gross, and whoever runs their social media page should be fired. 100%. It is shameful that they are not doing restocks. It is shameful that there is only so many limited amount of dolls that have come out. Do you know how well that these dolls would have done if they were in stores again? If Bratz was sold in stores and they had a big sign, and this is what me and Mrs. House of Dolls were talking about today. If Bratz had a big sign that said, here's Bratz and Mean Girls with a little burn book or something, okay? Do you know how fast and how well those dolls would sell if people could buy them in store or have the opportunity to actually buy them? They would do so well. But no, these doll companies like to cheat their customers. And I'm not afraid to say this, okay? Because I am a real one. I will not put up with fakeness, BS, or give you a false sense of anything. Like, I am honest. I am an honest creator. I will always be honest with you guys and tell you how I really feel about things. This drop that happened today really turned me off, and it makes me not even sure if I want to get the other ones. I'm gonna try, so you know, at least I can say that I tried, but it is awful how things are being done. If you are going to do a doll launch or a doll drop, you need to be prepared as a company. You need to know that there are resellers who use bots, okay, and who will literally cheat to get these dolls over your paying customers, over collectors who want these dolls. And the thing that also makes me mad is these companies do not listen to their customers. They do not listen to their customers. They only care about themselves. They only care about making money, and it's awful. It's awful, okay? I am not afraid to say these things because you know what? The truth needs to be said, and I'm fed up. I'm fed up. And like I said, this is not just towards Bratz, but it's also towards Mattel too. Because there are always issues when Skeletor dolls drop. There are always issues when they drop anything too. But you know what? Today we're focused on the Bratz, but don't forget about them. Because they're just as bad. So many people are upset. I'm upset. Miss House of Dolls is upset. All the people that we know are upset because this was not fair. This was not fair. The lack of preparation screwed us all. Okay? And I'm gonna say that. I like to keep my channel family friendly, PG, whatever. I don't like to swear, I don't like to anything, but they really did a number on us Bratz fans today. And I can just imagine what's gonna happen when Regina comes out because she's even more popular than Cady. It's gonna be a bloodbath when she comes out. 100%. And this is crazy that us as doll collectors have to have this stress added onto us. And you know what the other thing that bothers me about this today? I'm sorry, things are a little bit all over the place because I'm trying to remember everything. Is that they said the dolls would be, what, 60 US? And they ended up, for me, when I was trying to check out, being 140 Canadian. No? Like, what is this? I was told 60 US. But no, they charge the shipping, they charge this, this, and this for crazy amounts of money. Like, no. And I saw somebody from Australia, and I feel so bad, okay, who was trying to buy the dolls, $180, I believe, for shipping. Are you insane? Are you like cracked up there? Have you gone mental? Have you lost your bananas? Like, what? $180 for shipping? You're cracked, okay? You are cracked. You were probably dropped on your head as a child, okay? For real. And I will never understand why Bratz decided to do the drop like this. It was awful. It was awful, okay? And you know what the other thing that is really important that I need to say? While we had our drop, US, Canada, all the other countries besides Europe, okay? Europe was still waiting for their drop to happen. I don't know if they're still waiting right at this moment for it to happen, but they've been waiting the whole entire day for these dolls to come out on Amazon, I think UK, in Europe and everything. And there was no time given when those dolls would drop. And that's bad. That's really bad. Plus, okay, what I don't understand is that if our dolls from the US, Canada, the ones who weren't part of Europe, right? If these dolls are all sold out, how are there dolls to sell in Europe and in the UK and wherever over there? How are there dolls if they're all sold out? Doesn't make sense, does it not? Doesn't make sense, people. Hello, they're lying to you. And I know I'm getting very heated and very upset about this, but I am truly upset about this. I am truly upset about this, and I'm going to be upset about this for a long time, because I'm not trying to cry and complain, oh, I didn't get it. But it's not just me, it's so many people weren't able to get this doll because of the company's problems and because of other things. And another thing, okay, there's actually two things I need to say, but the first thing is that so many of these dolls were given out to people in either PR or as gifts who have nothing to do with collecting dolls, okay? Who have nothing to do with anything. Why are these people getting the dolls over the collectors and the customers and the fans? Why are random people who have nothing to do with anything getting these dolls if they're so limited? Can you answer that for me, please? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. And you know what frustrates me as a smaller creator is that we get cheated all the time, okay? Because we don't have a certain amount of followers, we don't have a certain amount of this, we don't have a certain amount of that, okay? You can make the best videos in the world, but if you don't have a number, that determines your worth. And that disgusts me. It disgusts me. Because you know what? Not just me and my friends, but so many other people work so hard on their content, and these companies would rather work with people who have nothing to do with anything, who don't even care about their dolls, who don't care about anything. They just want something free, and that's wrong. And that's wrong. If I was a doll company, I would be working with smaller creators. I would be working with people who deserve to be worked with, not random people because of their influence. Like, what does the world come to? Honestly, what has the world come to? I hate how the way the world is today. I hate it. I hate the world, how it is, okay? Because the people with talent are the ones that have to struggle and who actually care and are passionate and love what they do. We have to struggle to get to where we want to be. But the dumb people who don't care and who just want money and fame, they skyrocket. They skyrocket because people don't see the stupidity in them. And it's not fair to the people who actually love and are passionate about things that people who don't know anything about anything and are known for no reason get all of these things. And I'm not trying to sound bitter, I'm not trying to sound jealous, I'm just being honest. Like, it's hard being a smaller creator sometimes, but I love what I do. I don't care if I get things sent to me or not. I don't. Because you know what? Making videos makes me happy. Making you guys happy makes me happy. Because in this world right now, there are so many bad things going on. Okay? So many people are depressed. So many people are going through hard times. There are so many bad things going on. If I could make somebody happy and make their day, it would make me happy. Because that's just how it is. It makes me happy to know that you guys enjoy my videos. It makes me happy to know that if somebody's having a bad day and they watch something of mine, it makes them feel a bit better from what they're dealing with. It makes me happy. And I don't ask for anything in return because I don't need anything in return. I want to spread kindness. I want to spread good vibes. I want to spread, you know, the love for whatever we're talking about, whether that's dolls, whether that's him, whether that's whatever. I just want to spread good vibes and kindness. That's all. So I feel for all of you who didn't have a chance to get this doll. I feel for you guys for the next drop. If you were able to get Cady, great. I'm glad it went to you and not a reseller. But a lot of people did not get this doll and were very upset. And I can just imagine what the next drop is going to be like. It's going to be 10 times worse than this. And they're not going to do anything about this. What I don't understand is why the Kylie dolls were so pushed, why those weren't limited, but these ones are. Because Bratz and MGA could be making so much more money having these Mean Girls dolls out for a long time, available to everybody, versus them being very super limited. At this point, to me, it just seems like they're trying to copy Mattel with the Mattel creations and the Mattel, you know, the Monster High Skelectors stuff and all that. But, you know, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Even what Mattel's doing, it doesn't work. And another thing I need to say, those who are attacking and going after Looking Bratz, check yourselves, okay? Because he did nothing wrong. He is one of the only honest and actual Bratz collectors and collectors in general that actually cares, okay? So you people attacking him for no reason, shame on you. Shame on you, because he did nothing wrong. He was sent dolls, okay? He deserves to be sent dolls. That is a person that deserves to be sent dolls because they work hard and they love what they do. So don't you dare go out here and attack him, okay, for things that he has nothing to do with. Like, I saw people getting mad at him because about the time. Google exists, guys. It said 8 a.m. PST. I Googled it to see what it was in Eastern Standard Time because that's my time zone, and it was 11. Is that so hard? Do not go after a person for that. Do not go after a person just because they work with a company and they actually deserve to work with that company and you're mad. Looking Bratz is one of the most hardworking and dedicated people and who is an actual Bratz fan and a collector. So he deserves to get the dolls sent to him. And he doesn't deserve to have random weirdos on the internet harassing him about this because the poor guy deactivated his account because of all the hate he was getting. This is not his problem. This is Bratz's problem. So you should not be attacking him. You should be saying stuff to Bratz and MGA, okay? Because this guy has nothing to do with anything. He's a collector. He represents Bratz, okay? He does his own thing. He's coming out with a new website launch coming soon. And you know what? He's a hardworking guy. He deserves to get the dolls sent to him. But the people who don't deserve to get dolls sent to them are the ones that don't know anything about Bratz and the ones that don't know anything about anything. Okay? These wannabe influencers who do nothing, okay, and just because they have a number, they think that determines their worth. Followers don't mean anything. If you are not an honest and a good person, you have nothing. And I don't consider myself an influencer. Not at all. I consider myself a human being who makes videos on things that they love. That's it. I don't want to be called an influencer. I don't want to be thrown into that because that is not who I am. I am not one of those people. I just want to make people happy. So my point is that don't attack Looking Bratz because he did nothing wrong, okay? If you have concerns, talk to Bratz, talk to MGA, okay? Because this is their problem. This is their problem that they started and they caused, okay? Because there is no excuse as to why these dolls shouldn't have been available to everybody, okay? Everybody. We should have all had the opportunity to buy these dolls, whether that's in store or on Amazon, wherever. Do you know that in Canada, we don't even get Bratz dolls in stores anymore? It is rare and it is by fluke if you find them. We don't get anything in store. When I've gone to Buffalo, I've seen them in stores, but we get nothing. And it sucks, okay? There were times back when I was a kid where the aisles were stacked with dolls, okay? Whether that's Monster High, whether that's Bratz, the aisles were stacked. You see nothing anymore. And it's sad. It's really sad. And it's because kids aren't playing with dolls. Okay, but if these companies know that mainly adults are collecting their dolls and are giving them money, then it should be expected that they should at least try to send these dolls to different countries besides the US. I'm upset that I couldn't buy the dolls. I'm upset for all the people who had the same issue today, and I'm upset at the companies because they do this all the time and they don't care. They do not care about their customers. They don't care about the people who collect their dolls and give them money. They only care about themselves. They don't do anything to correct the reseller problem. They do nothing. They give us dolls, make us stress over them, and then this is what happens. This is what happens. And I'm very upset about this. Like I said, I'm very upset, as you can tell, okay? I'm very, very, very upset about this because it's not fair. And what I don't understand, like what I said in the other point, is that if all the dolls have been sold out, how is Europe getting dolls? How are people in the other countries getting dolls if they're all gone? Can you explain that to me? No, you can't because it's BS. Because they're lying. And it was unnecessary to go give free dolls to people who don't deserve them. To these wannabe influencer people. Like, are you kidding me? You're taking dolls out of your paying customers' hands and giving them to people who don't even care about you or your brand. But that's what you want, I guess. I just think this whole situation is depressing. It is sad. And never in a million years would I have thought that doll companies would be like this and treat their fans like this. And like I said, whoever runs the Bratz social media page, you deserve to get fired. You're rude. And you know what? We don't like you. We don't. We don't. With your bestie this, your bestie this, go buy this, go buy da 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 da. No. We don't like you. So the bottom line with this is that we all got cheated today and Bratz doesn't care. They aren't going to restock the Cady doll. They've said that, and somebody actually emailed Bratz support and they said the exact same thing, and they scammed us all. They scammed us all. And I just think it's disgusting. It's disgusting how this drop went with Bratz. It's disgusting how the drops go with Mattel and the Skeletor dolls. Everything is disgusting, okay? Change, do better, and you know what? Stop scamming your customers. Stop screwing us over. Stop cheating us. Stop taking dolls out of our hands to give them to people who don't deserve them, okay? Because it's not fair. And like I said, I will always be 100% honest and transparent with you guys. I will never ever lie about anything, but this is how I truly feel. I will never lie to you guys. I will never be dishonest about anything. If I don't like something, I will tell you. If I love something, I will tell you. If I hate something to the point where I want to like jump out a window, I would tell you. I'm not gonna lie, because I am an honest person and I'm an honest creator. I would never ever lie to you. But this whole day and how everything went today was absolutely terrible. It was terrible, okay? The company does not care for what they did. They are not remorseful. They are not sorry. They are not anything. They don't care. And it's sad to see that Bratz, out of all companies, are doing this to people and have no problem with it. But to have them so disorganized and not be prepared and then have technical issues on top of that and then saying like, oh, if you missed out, it's too bad. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay? How many dolls did you people make? How many dolls did you make? That's what I want to know. How many of these limited dolls did you make? And out of those limited dolls, how many did you send to people who didn't need them? Because there was a screening or there was like a little release party or something, and people who already had the dolls were getting more dolls. Hello, you guys? Does that make sense to you? It doesn't make sense. Nothing about this whole day made sense to me today. And as a collector, as a Bratz fan, I am so disappointed. I have never been more disappointed with Bratz in my life. Never. And I think it's awful how they treat their fans. I think it's awful that they don't listen to their fans. And it's not just them, it's other brands as well. But you know what? Today was just a complete disaster. And you know what? A lot of people, I hope that you guys don't give them your money. Because you know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. These dolls are going to go to resellers, and these resellers are going to charge crazy amounts of money. And then if you want this doll, you're going to have to go through them. So I don't understand what the problem was with having these dolls be, let's say, like the Kylie dolls, where they're readily available to everybody, whether that's in store, on Amazon, or on the Bratz.com website. It doesn't make sense to me how they did this drop. You're trying to be Mattel. Stop trying to be Mattel. You're not Mattel. Because even Mattel has issues. Even Mattel screws up. Okay? So instead of following the leader, why don't you do things for yourself? Stop trying to copy people. So Bratz, instead of following Mattel and not listening to your customers and scamming everybody, why don't you do better and stop treating us like garbage? Because we're sick of it. We are sick of it, okay? And this is not the first time that you have scammed your customers, because when those reproduction Rock Angels dolls came out, you scammed everybody by giving us all wonky dolls, okay? You didn't even have the decency to give us good dolls with good screenings. Okay, you put them in stores and online the way that they were, and you knew that they were like that. The same thing with the 20th anniversary first edition dolls and the boys. You knew that their screenings were off and that things were wrong, and you still put them out there. And then don't get me started on them cheaping out on reproductions, okay? Because with the Girls Night Out reproductions, okay, you took away an extra outfit from us, you took away a bunch of stuff. Then, oh my gosh, okay, and this one makes me mad to my core. You decide to do slumber party reproductions, but you decide to cut out half the accessories and the bag and whatever else was in there. For what? Is it going to kill you to put the things in? Is it that much money? How much could these things possibly cost? No, it's because you want to cheap out and you want to scam your customers. And then there are also other dolls that have bad screenings, but you still send them out as if they're okay. And they're not. What kind of people do that? What kind of a company does that? Honestly, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And honestly, I'm just so disappointed and I'm so disgusted by everything. Some people may say I'm over dramatic, but you know what? I'm not. I'm telling you how I feel. I'm very upset about this, okay? Because other people today could not get the doll that they wanted, and I could not get the doll that I wanted. My friends could not get the doll that they wanted. And it's not fair. It's not fair. I get that it was a limited drop, but again, like I said, how many of these dolls went to people who don't care and don't deserve them? How many? How many? This sounds like a company problem, not an us problem, okay? Because the company is the reason why all of this went bad today. It is 100% the reason why. Nothing is our fault. We are just the people who wanted to buy dolls. You guys had technical issues. You guys messed up. It is your fault. And it is awful and disgusting that you are not sorry. And now you're saying to people, oh, there's another drop. Oh, there's another drop. Oh, there's another drop. You know what? No. Okay? No. Yes, there's another drop, but you don't get to pretend like, oh my god, bestie, bestie, bestie. Oh, there's another drop, don't worry. Oh, these dolls are not coming back. You can try for the other ones. No? Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Again, whoever runs that social media page, out the door. You deserve to be fired. Because you know what? you're awful. You're awful. How you respond to people, pretending, trying to be relatable, trying to be all quirky and oh, blah, blah, blah. No. Out. Fired. Fired. Like that scene in Cat in the Hat where the guy shakes the other guy's hand, okay? And he's like crazy about hand sanitizer and he tells him he's fired. You need to be fired. Out. And whoever else was on the team for this launch, fired too. Out. Because you guys failed, you messed up, and now we had to deal with the consequences of your mistakes. And I'm sorry there's a lot of talking and a lot of things in this video, but you know what? I have to say what I need to say and get my point across. Because, like I said, it wasn't fair to a bunch of people who didn't get the dolls. It wasn't fair to me and my friends, okay? And whoever wanted these dolls. But the dolls went to people who don't care. That should tell you where the company's priorities lie. So in the end, this is what I think about everything. I think that the whole drop was backwards. I think that things could have been a lot better. I think that the company should take responsibility for the things that have happened. And I think we deserve, not just me and the people who tried to buy the dolls, but everybody should deserve to have the opportunity to buy these dolls. Whether it's Cady, Regina, Gretchen, and Karen, all of them. We all deserve the opportunity. We should not have to stress about this. We should be able to buy dolls without having to worry about us not being able to get the dolls and it going to resellers. Because this is a huge, huge problem within different doll companies. And nobody is doing anything to address it. And it's disgusting. Stop letting our dolls go to these resellers who charge crazy amounts of money and sell them for what they aren't meant to be sold for. So Bratz, MGA, Mattel, whoever else, okay, whoever else is doing stuff like this, do better. Listen to us, listen to your customers, listen to your fans, your collectors, and stop letting these resellers and people who don't deserve the dolls get the dolls. Put us first and treat us better because we're tired. We are tired and we do not need extra stress for nothing. But yeah, that was a lot. I'm sorry I got a little mad, a little heated, but I need to be honest with you guys and I need to say my opinion because it's important. And I did say I would make more videos of me talking about how I feel about things, and this was really important that I talk about this. So yeah, let me know your experience on how the drop went for you today. Did you get Cady? Did you miss out like I did and how basically a lot of people did? Or what are your thoughts? Because I would love to know. I would love to know what you think and everything. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's pray that these companies will listen to us and that they'll do better because it's ridiculous how things are and it's disgusting how they treat us as customers, as fans, as collectors. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I love you all. I thank you all. Bye.